Thanks, Ed. It's an honor and a very humbling experience to stand before you to reflect on 30 years. But something happened this morning, and I'll just kind of put it in, it helped me put it into perspective. I spoke to my wife, Karen, this morning, and she's watching our 3-year-old grandson. And she said, as we were closing, she said, Jack, I want you to say good luck to Baba. I'm Baba. She said, say good luck to Baba. And he said, why, Grammy? Is she playing in a baseball game? So I kind of put things into perspective for me. But in thinking about the 30 years, we all think the same thing. Where did the time go? How did this happen? And then you think about what's next. And I tried to put everything into perspective, and I thought about the day I started, October 17th, 1988, and it was a very important day for me, but really now its importance is because I use those numbers in the 9,000 passwords we need at UPS, so 101788 is really a key to my daily life. And then I thought about every office that I've ever had. I thought about every commute I endured. I thought about the best lunch spots in many, many cities around the world. And then I also thought about my personal life. And I thought, where was I for births and deaths? And where was I for graduations and weddings? And then you just realize that life happens. And I tried to put my career and my life in terms of the basic elements of life, like the earth, wind, fire, water, sun. And when I thought about the earth, the center of gravity, the rock of life, I thought about my wife, Karen. And I thought about without her commitment, her dedication and love and complete sacrifice for me and our children, I don't think I would have lasted 30 minutes, yet alone 30 years. And then I thought about the wind, and the wind made me think about the air that fills my lungs. And then I thought about my children. And I thought about Jack. I thought about Jamie. I thought about our daughter-in-law, Catherine, my grandson, Jack, and the newest grandchild that's on the way, God willing, that should join us in September. And I thought about the desire to provide for them really filled me with the energy and the wind in my lungs to answer the bell every day. And then I thought about fire, and fire makes me think about passion. And it's a passion that I would bring to work, and I still do every day. And it's a fire in me to melt individualism, to bring people together, to be much stronger in a team so that we can continue to accomplish things that many groups have never thought was possible. And then I thought about water, and water made me think about the weather. And I thought over those 30 years about I thought about ice storms and record snowfall and floods and hurricanes, and all of it just reminded me, all I could think about was how great UPSers really are and how we rise to the occasion like no other in the time of crisis. And then I thought about the sun. And when I thought about the sun, I thought about the bright and shiny and warm days that I've had at work. And it was usually around a time of laughter when we worked really hard, had a really, really good time, and then walked away at the end of the day feeling as if we had accomplished something. And then I think about the future. And in the future, I think we all can take some lessons from those elements. And I think when we think about the earth, we all need to hold dear the people and the values that we have that ground us to our earth. I think we all need to think about what's that energy, what's that wind, what's that air that fills our lungs and makes us continue to drive to be better. And then we need to think about the passion that should help spark innovation and help spark more collaboration as we move forward. Then I think about the water, and I think about how water is so adaptive, and I think about how we need to adapt to the changing tides within our industry and within the global economy. And then I think about the sun, and I think about the questions as to how can we all tomorrow make sure that someone at work or at home has a brighter, warmer day by sharing a little bit more of our time and our energy. And that's what reminded me of this James Taylor song. And I will embarrass myself, and if you want to sing a little bit with me, you're more than welcome. I do not have the Myron Gray smooth, what is it, silky smooth I don't have silky smooth. As a matter of fact, you'll find out I probably can't sing. But this quote, this came through my head the whole time in thinking about the elements, and it goes, I've seen fire and I've seen rain. I've seen sunny days that I thought would never end. I've seen lonely times when I could not find a friend, but I always thought that I'd see you again. And with whoever was next to me in the hotel room, I'm sure they've heard that song 5,000 times. But to my friends, my UPS friends in this room, and to the UPS friends around the world, and to my family, I thank you for fulfilling the elements of my life. Next speaker is Chip Napier.